Greetings, comrades! Overkill Caleb is back with episode 60 of Brutal Russian Overkill. And for those who don't know, every 10th episode of Brutal Russian Overkill is going to be involving single level WADs. Could be one, could be two, could be a few more, depending on how long they are and just what I feel like recording. So anyway, I got two WADs here. One is more well known than the other. This one, not as well known, and I've actually played this WAD before. I've been talking about a WAD that takes place in like a giant square arena where constant enemy spawns, and I finally found that WAD. It's called Hell Arena. I have the README right here. Hell Arena, hell in a huge demon pit. You can pause the video, read the description here, but here's the thing. This WAD is kind of terrible, honestly, because almost the entire map's nukage, so you can't really leave that center area where you spawn, and it's just constant enemy spawns. So unless you have a good weapon mod or you're using cheats, you're not gonna be able to beat the level. Not that you can anyway, because there's no exit. Because I remember I played this WAD before, and yeah, it wasn't unless you're using Russian Overkill, it's not that great of a WAD. Even with Russian Overkill, you know, you'll be bored of after a few hours. But, you know, if you're looking for like a quick bout of monster slaughtering and, you know, you have Russian Overkill and all that, then it might make a good play. But it's been a while since I touched this WAD. So, yeah. This is a map 30 replacement, I forgot to mention, so we're gonna... Right. And but you do get a lot of weapons and stuff, though. You know, bit generous with the ammo here. You get the BFG. Might as well stock up real quick. Might as well get all this stuff first, what I can grab anyway. But yeah, you'll see why this WAD's crap in a minute. First, let me just stock up. Yeah, we got the graveyard music from Heretic. So here's what happens. You go down here. You say die, fucker? Yep, die, fucker. But yeah, see? This is all the map is. And you see the, my shield's going down, because again, well, it's not nukage, it's lava, or, you know, volcano floor, whatever you want to call it. But you do get some power-ups up here, but, that's pretty much all the WAD is. Just constant monster spawning, and that's just about it. But, you know, it's nice if you got some time to kill and you want to keep slaughtering, you know, monsters and stuff. You have a good weapon mod. Though, by the way, you can't kill the spawners. They're not Romero's, first off. Oh. Might as well get all this stuff, you know. You know, since I have power overwhelming, I can just deploy the, you know, I can just deploy the ammo dispenser and I'm good to go. But, again, there's no end to the level. Like, doesn't matter how many monsters you can kill 100, you can kill 1,000, you can kill 50 million. It won't matter. There's no exit. And again, there's no way to kill the spawners. But, it's more of an excuse to use super weapons. Of course, the next map I'll play with even more so. Oh, and, one more thing, even with God mode, you can there's a small chance he'll still get killed by a telefrag. Because those, the spawn queues are pretty sporadic. Like, you never know where they're gonna land. But I'll admit, when I first started, I did have a little bit of fun with it, you know, slaughtering monsters, Russian overkill, and whatnot. But, you know, after a few minutes, like, okay, we're going to end. Oh, what was this map made? I forgot to check the, Huh. Doesn't really say on here. It's a pretty old WAD if it's using a URL like that. Yeah, it's a pretty old, you know, pretty simplistic in design, but hey. Nice for a few minutes of mindless fragging, but other than that, there are much better ones to say that. Yep. I think that you can kind of go back up. You can go back up to refill your ammo if you want, but well, there's not much point in doing so. If I recall correctly, there's a way to lower the this entire area. Oh, here we go. Yep. Oh, and apparently that's the map secret. Yeah, see, this is all it is. It's just endless monster spawning. It gives you more of an excuse to use a secondary fire with super weapons, because it's a pretty big map. Like, you can go to the other corner of the map, and the super weapon, chance the super weapon will not kill you. A chance. Though, yeah, it might make for some nice, you know, monster killing, but because the spawners keep spawning and spawning and spawning, then that's going to throw a lot of monsters, and yeah, as you can see, it is slowing down. But keep in mind, I'm using an i5 6600K, overclocked at 4.5 GHz, right? I have a GTX 960 superclocked, and I have Doom Classic Doom games installed on an M.2 solid state drive. Now, keep that in mind to see all the slowdown. Like, I could probably have an i9 processor and, like, 2 Titan X's SLI, and it would still slow down. Because there's so many monsters, like, see? Look at that. The monster count's gradually increasing. No matter how many I kill, they just keep spawning. So, hope you're using weapon mod, because if you're just using a regular BFG, then you're not going to have a very fun time. Like, this might be fun for a few quick bursts. That is, until it slows down to holy hell like this, in which case, yeah. What did it say? Suddenly broke the mortal bonds of this world. Yeah, I'm glad, because, see, they're still spawning. I wonder if they're infighting. Yeah, I see them infighting. But yeah, that is Hell Arena. Overall, it's a pretty crappy WAD, but the next WAD isn't nearly as crappy. It's actually pretty good for what it's for. Anyway, let me load it up, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, now I'm firing up the second WAD. Now this one, I'm pretty sure every Doomer out there knows about, but I've known about it, but I've never played it until now. So this is a first for me. This is nuts. Nuts.wad. I was going to say this for my 100th episode, but I figured, you know what? I think now's the time. I'll figure out something else for my 100th episode of Overkill, but for Now, I'm gonna give this a try, because again, this is a first for me. I've heard of Nuts for years now, but I've never played it until now. So again, this is going to be a first. Oh yes. 10,000 monsters. Okay, start with a few weapons. But, yeah. This was made back in 2001. And you know what? We're gonna do this in style. Yep. You know, I figured if my computer can run Chillax, it could run Nuts, but, that theory's not proven to be very, fruitful right now. Because so many monsters on screen at once. You know, see all the bullet traces everywhere, and maybe this wasn't such a good idea. You know what, I'm rolling with it, because I was generally curious, can my computer run Nuts? And, apparently, not even the i5-6600K, GTX 960 Superclock, and an M.2 solid state drive is enough for this squad. Yeah, it's lagging so much. Oh my god. Maybe this isn't one of my best ideas. But you know what? You know what, can I still pause? I don't know if I can. I still hear gunshots. Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what, oh my god, even the menu's lagging. Holy shit. You know what, okay, I'm shutting off the music, because, oh my god. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. I wonder, what kind of computers will the people that play Nuts use for this? Obviously not Ryzen, because I've seen a lot of videos, like, well before Ryzen was even conceived, that ran Nuts. Well, while that runs, I'm gonna check out some videos of Nuts on my phone, and yeah. Jesus Christ, it's still going. I don't even think it's halfway through its, you know, sequence. Okay, so nuts.wad. Wow, someone actually played it with no cheats and regular ability. And apparently there's Nuts 2 and 3. Will I play those? Maybe if I'm feeling crazy enough. Maybe if I eventually get Ryzen. Let's see, checking out Icarus Lives. So yeah, it's definitely a system hog. Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it through here, but yeah. I'm watching Icarus Lives play it. What? Someone put a 718 and no performance loss at all? Because you don't need to shoot the demons that much. You can literally just fire a single shot hard for like 5 minutes and 9% from infighting. Well, not with Red Oktoberfest, they won't. I'm just reading some of the comments on this video. There should be a PC hardware benchmark test. What, Crysis wasn't enough? Doom only uses 1 core, so not really. Is everyone big device vanished? It's hard for me to tell how many are left after a while. I'd sell for a kill counter though. Well, that's why GZ Doom has a monster kill count. Oh yeah.
It's going to take a hit. I'm going to go down to single-figure frames per second here because it is so ridiculous.
So, how are you enjoying the video so far? I'm just enjoying like 1 frame per minute here.
I'm going to try and keep you updated as I play this with how it fucks up, basically. So without further ado, let's get our God mode on.
Yeah.
Let's go surfing. Oh yeah. It's Leroy Jenkins time, bitches.
Now, why is it taking so long? Jesus. So laggy. Sorry, I had to pause for a minute. Well. Oh, I died. Sweet. Jesus Christ, it's still like a slideshow. Yeah, maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all, but hey, I'm rolling with it anyway, because this is, again, this is a first for me. Anyway, let me keep reading the comments on this, okay? So, you know I can beat this one without cheating, load up with Russian Overkill. Problem solved. Well, what do you think I'm doing? Download both Russian Overkill and this, and yes, it does one at a lower FPS, but God, was it worth it. So... you know what, I'm curious, how many monsters died from that? I read this particular one will always lag no matter what you do, and has nothing to do with your hardware, but rather with the limitations of the game engine itself. The Doom engine was plain and simply not designed to handle this many enemies. You could run this on a server farm's worth of RAM and CPU and it still wouldn't be totally smooth. This is clearly a reason for it running poorly. If anything, if anyone thinks it's your PC hardware and it's fucking Doom, they have no clue what they're talking about, huh? Wow, I killed like a third of the monsters from that. Ironically, Vanilla Doom would actually run this much better because it has a sprite limit, so the enemy sprites just flicker invisibility like Pac-Man, okay? For the Atari 2600. Yes, same can be said about NES emulators. Hardware itself is a problem, as the memory pool can only handle so much. It's kind of like trying to fit 1,000 potato chips in a bag nut for 500. A lot of chips are enough, but not much more can be handled. Go figure, the Doom engine isn't very optimized for this kind of thing. GZ Doom especially. I had this level lag like crazy on my Android tablet when I remade something that actually uses more advanced than Unity, much smoother. See, PR Boom runs this map super smooth, or any map with tons of monsters really. But on PR Boom, the enemies have infinite height, so you can't surf on their heads. That one blast took out nearly a third of the map. And yet, there's still more to kill. You know what? I think just this once, I'm gonna do it on a lower difficulty level so that actually, you know, a little easier to kill. So it's not so much my computer as much as the limitations of the game engine itself. And yet, I played a map that has 6,000 monsters, and it somewhat runs pretty smooth. Well, we're gonna try to anyway. Load it back up. Pfft. Waiting for the character to select screen right now. This is happening in real time, by the way. I'm not pausing the recording in any way, shape, or form. It's literally, you know, lagging. Any minute now. Let's see. PR Boom is better optimized what GZ does. I've seen Chainsaw and those actually confirm my suspicions. Plus, PR has way less features and engine enhancements than GZ Doom. Bleh. The latter one is filled with a whole bunch of shit that makes mods look like they were built using Unity or something. I like both. PR Boom to play these ridiculous over the top and GZ Doom to play the mod overhauls and total conversions. But as far as runs fine on my current setup, that being said, I have a 1080 and an i7 7700K. GZ has been altered a lot to work better. Let's see. You know what? Give me a minute. Alright, I finally restarted it. This time on... what was that difficulty called again? Communism Powerful Force. The easiest difficulty. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to turn on... No target. Oh. No super weapon? Oh, that one. Yeah, well, I'm watching Icarus Liz play this while I... Wait, no, so... Okay, so... This actually runs a little better, and you know what? I don't even care at this point. Okay. We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna do it my way. And, you know... Now, this is the only way I can play it without lagging my computer to shit. But, as I read earlier, it's not so much your hardware as much as the limitations. Even with the source port, obviously, you're getting a lot of lag. And it doesn't help that I'm using Brutal Doom monsters as well. Hey, that's how Russians roll. So I'm pretty much gonna do one roll at a time. Start with the imps, of course. Then we'll work our way to the pinkies. Then the barons and the revenants and the chain gunners. If I try to kill them all at once, then well, you don't need me to finish that. The guys have had some quad damage shells, even though that really would be overkill. Then those little spam ants off with it. And you know what? You know what? Let's try this. This might be a good war to, you know, playtest Russian Overkill's weapons, provided you can handle the lag, which is already picking up. And again, it doesn't help that I have a lot of blood. To be honest with the blood option, I can't tell which is less and which is more. Well, the blood's cleaning up a little bit, not by much though. Yeah. Oh, somehow I triggered a Baron. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but yeah, I'm still wasn't an Icarus Lives. Play this.
Screw it. I'm gonna have to do this one way or another.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the song that's playing, even though I hear it a lot on the radio, another one of those songs I hear a lot on the radio, but I don't know who sings it. Let alone what the song's name is. Yeah. It's just, well, if we all learned something, well, if we learned anything from this video, it's that, doesn't matter what kind of hardware you have for your computer, you'll be lucky if it runs nuts.wad without any lag. Which I think at this point is an impossibility. Yeah, it's not so much your hardware as much as it is the limitations of the game engine itself. And yet we see a lot of slaughter masks, we see chillax. Yeah, shut that off now. Again, if I try to kill them all at once, it's gonna cause a complete shitstorm. Okay, and we got some infighting going on. Tell you what, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm afraid if I do the kill monsters thing, it's gonna cause my computer to crash. Because so many things are dying at once. We got Arachnotrons. We got some shotgunners. Tell you what. Just run a straight line and do this. I'll be honest, I got for Hell Arena now. This, yeah, it's crap, but it runs somewhat. Even though it'll whack to hell as well if there's enough enemies on screen. He might have no target on, so they can't see me unless I attack them. Okay. Is he still alive? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say about Nuts that hasn't been said already. Other than, it's pretty much a shooting gallery on steroids and every illegal drug known to man. And yeah, it makes more of a benchmarking utility than an actual WAD to play. But, you know, it's famous in its own way, you know. Sheer number of monsters. The most I've ever seen in a Doom map. See, I killed... Sorry, 2,662 deaths. That's not even a fifth of the total number of enemies here. This is pretty told I could play it without it, you know, lagging to holy hell. Yeah, that shield does spread it quite a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, watch him kill himself. Their bullets are just bouncing back.
I could aid, but this thing,
What? Okay.
I don't have to.
You know what? Better idea. Better idea. I am curious. I am genuinely curious. How will this fare? Will even target the thing? Or won't they get nuked? Well. Well, this is a good way to kind of play the WAD. Let the mammoth tank do it for you. Even though it still lags to holy hell. It's still single-digit frames, but hey. It's working. Kinda. I think it's because I did the Vindicator Blast. It alerted just about all the monsters. Plus, I didn't have no target on, so that's another factor. Yeah, they're all targeting the tank. I don't think the tank can be destroyed. Yeah, fireballs all over the place. So yeah, am I actually gonna finish the WAD? Maybe if Jeezy Doom doesn't crash first. But yeah, this WAD is, you know, infamous in a way, in that it lags to holy hell once you alert all the monsters. But if you use no target and, you know, try to be a little lenient on what you fight, then it's somewhat playable. But of course, you have Russian Overkill at least, then, you know. Where'd the tank go? Is it supposed to stay close to you? Or is he just doing his own thing now? Yeah, it's doing his own thing. Usually when it's far away, it'll teleport back to where you are. Yeah, well. He's doing work for me. See, I was going to do a cluster nuke here, but I'm pretty sure I get the same result as that Vindicator Blast, so yeah. You know what? I might as well turn the music back on. You know what would have been nice? A Warbringer MIDI. There goes another nuke. I can't tell, is that the tank cannon or a missile pod? Because I know the rockets came from the missile pods back. I think... I still don't know where the nuke comes from, honestly. See, they're trying in vain to destroy that mammoth tank, but their efforts are in vain. Nothing can stop mammoth tank. He has 4 missile pods, Jesus. Of course, you got the twin cannons. You got the machine gun on the top. I still don't know where the nuke comes from, but hey. At this point, it doesn't matter. It does the job, and it does well. We're talking single-digit frames here, keep in mind. Again, it's not so much your hardware as much as it is the limitations. Even the source port, let alone the base game engine. It's still attacking, by the way. It's just, you can't tell with all the shit going on right now. You know what? Better idea. Way better. I'm gonna deploy another one. I'm gonna save the last one for the other room. Jesus. No. I mean, I've got this. Yeah. I can't tell. Did I shoot? Oh no, that was the mammoth tank. Okay. Jesus Christ. Keep in mind, we haven't even been to the second room to Cyber Demons, Spider Masterminds, and Archviles. This is still the starting area. Well, we'll say this has been an interesting experiment. Yeah, if we learned anything here, it's that, no matter what kind of computer you're running, yeah. it's virtually impossible to play nuts.wad without any amount of lag. I don't even think it matters what source port you're using. Like, you could have a high-end $10,000 gaming computer for all that matters. It ain't gonna matter at all if you're using this WAD. Let alone with Brutal Doom and Russian Overkill. So, what's dead so far? Well, they're making progress. Killed 6,000 of the monsters so far. But there's still 4,000 to go. I don't know where my tanks are now. See some Arachnotron brains crawling away. Trying to escape the wrath of the mammoth tanks, which I still don't know where they are. Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them. Oh, I forgot to still have my Antonov shield up. Oh, I see one of them. Good God. Sweet Lord. You know what? This looks still looks kind of fun watching. Even though it's like 1 frame an hour. It's just the absurdity of it, you know. Now, while it's running, I'm going to open up my tablet. I'm not even going to pause it, I'm just going to let it play. Maybe by then they'll crawl the monsters here, so I don't know. I might as well check out let's see, probe. Okay, wait, nuts.wad. I want to take this opportunity to okay, how do I spell nuts? Well, nuts, not nuts. What the fuck? There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna check out the reviews on this. Yeah. And I might as well read the Once Upon a Time, the galaxy far, far away. Nuts.wad. Story so far. You are assigned to destroy the final Hellspawn army on the Driven 4, the planet from Warhammer. The government sends you all alone because you got drunk at the general's birthday party last year and he never liked you since. Gee, thanks. Since this is the biggest Hellspawn army ever established, with 2 S's, for some reason, the cheap-ass general sends you with nothing but a pea shooter. Good luck. Bugs, use boom and there won't be any. Okay, so I'm gonna... It's just the absurdity here. Ridiculous numbers of monsters in a room, whatever. It's almost like it's 1993 and you just finished making your first level. Even with God Mode, Infinite Mode, and the BFG, it still takes way too long. Can anyone really beat this WAD? More importantly, who cares? Pointless. The author could at least have bothered to put enough ammo on the level. Yeah. Try this with SuperWeb 8.deh, though I still need a God Mode. And that's after juggling with the command line so Legacy would actually run the damn thing without crashing. Phone map. Can anyone really beat this WAD? Yep, I did it in 45 seconds. It should be possible in not much more than 30 seconds, given a phenomenal amount of luck in the second room. I recommend playing with GL Boom if you have a half-decent graphics card to get an acceptable frame rate. I have no idea what kind of... like, what are they using? 3FX Voodoo 2s? Yes, I watch LGR. An uninteresting experimental WAD pushing any engine to its limits. Good for benchmark testing with engines under development. 1 out of 5. This is a classic. I'm reading all the reviews, by the way. I might as well, because by the time I read all the reviews, I'll be surprised if there's still a bunch of monsters to kill. So we got 7,000 monsters dead so far, okay. Timeless classic. Can Doom really beat this guru of all WADs? Insane, totally insane, holy crap balls. Excellent architecture and the gameplay moved me to tears. This is indeed the very pinnacle of Doom mapping. A legend of legends. Okay, for some reason the tanks aren't moving. There we go. You know, just for the heck of it. I thought this is a pretty cool one. I have a damn fast computer and the frame rate had no tax on it whatsoever. My comp also approves the graphics automatically when I play Doom. But that's beside the point. I love the hordes of demons running amok right in front of you in the face. And the face that without God mode you can make Guinness World Records if you survive with more than one hit point. Heh, don't open this in J-Doom. Don't know what that is. This is actually a pretty crappy one file. I got it, if only for the novelty. Even so, the rooms could have been smaller. More rooms and less enemies would make the game go faster. So anyone could beat this without cheating? Probably not. Even with Russian Overkill, obviously, you can see I'm using cheats just to actually play this at a somewhat playable frame rate. Like, this WAD sucks. Nothing more than 10,000 monsters all in one giant open area. You're wasting your time to download this piece of shit. It's only more 10,000 than the previous one. Not true. There are 10,617 monsters. 5 stars for material resonification and particulation. Legendary for the murder over elite gaming PCs. 1,378. Yeah. What the crap? This all is way too many monsters. My computer lagged as though I was playing Doom 3 on a DOS machine. Here's a way to win. Type FHHALL. All monsters die instantly except Lost Souls. This cheat does not work on them. Don't know about other ports though. I love waiting for the corpses after using it. 5 out of 5. P.S. Someone put the crashing ceiling above those monsters. Okay, wicked stuff, 10,000 plus monsters, on top 7 levels from Alien Vidette. Side had a lot of monsters. You obviously never played a slaughter map, sir. Interesting. Would be funny to test such a WAD. I once wanted to try this with DEU just for the heck of it. But I was bored to copy so many monsters. What's funny about this ridiculously infamous WAD is that it has a storyline. Nuts 2 is the best, and Nuts 3 is just as bad as this one, if not worse, regarding its toll on performance. I'm curious how Nuts 2 and 3... In fact, I think those will be the... for episode 100. It probably won't be the best 100th episode, but hey. So, I'm curious, where are all the corpses? Okay, there's still a bunch of corpses out there. Tell you what, I'm almost tempted to go to the other room, but... I want to launch another nuke, but I don't know. I noticed that there's some monsters that still aren't aware of my presence. So I can slaughter them. Yeah. Oh, let's go back to the... I love that you bothered to do this. Okay, the author just made a ridiculous WAD with monsters all over the place. I've seen some great WADs, but this is just a pointless WAD. It's a classic. What can you say? 5 stars. This is it. Well, as long as it's too easy, all you have to do is wall run the side wall and keep running and stop even though going for 100 kills. I should try to make level like Nuts Doom 3. Guess what that was like? Yeah. I'm pretty sure making a Doom 3 version of Nuts, or a Doom 4 version for that matter, would be like getting Crisis to run would be like getting Crisis to run on an old IBM Model 60 computer or whatever. Like, good luck. I'm pretty sure even as a side scroller, Crisis would be taxing. Anyway, holy shit, this caused my P4 2.26 GHz of slideshow at Z-Do. Are there 3 stars just because it shocked me? Oh, I forgot I have no clip on. Well, let's, I forgot all about that. Okay, now I'm gonna about going 100%. I'm just gonna... Yeah, it's still a slideshow. I doubt saving and reloading will make much of a difference, so... Do you at least get more weapons in the second room? I'm curious. Heard something open. Well, yeah, well, how if I can actually get in there? There's so much lag. That's causing input lag as well. Okay. Okay. This... What have I done? Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. lot of votes, 606 votes. Some of them are... It needs to be a corridor leading back from the leg. You can hide the monster, take care of themselves. Best idea is use dog mode. What's the fist? Press tab, watch the monster count. It takes too long to do. Good God. Jesus Christ. Okay, too many monsters to cause my computer to crash. Not many wads have an amazing story like this. Believe it or not, you will beat this level on ultra violence without cheating. Should keep you loose for a while. The buildings and fireballs flying around the common with low frame rates. Dear God, this actually made me a bit scared of playing. It's got more to find for this level. Does it seem a little original to you? I'm sure you're just one of the last of those creations, but all in all, this one thing is in style. It could have been better. Pretty sure you didn't focusing too much on killing monsters in the actual trial. That was fucking funny, 5 stars, triple stuff over the heads of monsters so they get all in the air. But it seems possible enough. This is fucking brilliant. So many monsters, so many fireballs, such slow frame rate. How could stuff like this still get 5 stars? It's hilarious. The story's awesome. I wish I could agree about this project that would make more playable. That was before we found out it's more the limitations of the engine, not the hardware. I can bring crack one file. I got it. It's only for the novelty value. So, smile. It's a joke walking card. Well, it's not like Block 2 or maybe Terry Maze. It's cool. The arch is nuts. I was flying like popcorn. Just tired and fed up. Just tired, fed up, bored. Dude, you're supposed to do this. Best I like here is the weapons. Or the ammo. Scraping skills. Find the room. He's the most frightful yet. Nice one. Great. Monsters. It's like hell crap in your face. I'll give him 2 stars because I found a sheer amount of slowdown has some novelty. And to put that many monsters there must have taken a while. You gotta get good at it. Try to experience that because the number monsters in half. That's 5,000 monsters. So it's actually impossible to play with on a 3 gigahertz machine. Well, it's barely playable on my 4.5 gigahertz machine, let alone 3. The result, the first room is just one big infighting, which usually leaves a bunch of Barons alive. The second room is Spider-Man's finds die at a rate of 2 every second, Archies die for splash damage, the end, a ton of Cybees survive. The rest doesn't work for the Switch unless you like seeing what 100 rockets at once can do. We've already seen that. I absolutely no fun playing the Instructor given this. The only 2 reasons I give this 1 star instead of 1. One, the Butler, by the way, I'm getting playing that mind-blowingly low. Yep. It's evident here on today's hardware. Lunacy, I love it. BPRD. BPRD is an awesome this one, by the way. Ironically, it runs quite well due to 2.exe because the time period is quite that most of the baddies are invisible. Well, back to most of the baddies are invisible. Crashes eventually. The archery sequence does need to offer us who actually has proper gameplay for losers, crushers, because of it. You know, I don't care if you hear now, I'm just gonna read the reviews anyway. Because I'm giving this one a 4 because I didn't have any problems running it on my computer, but I also have 4 gigs RAM, 512 megabyte GeForce 6600, and a 1.8 gigahertz and 8% ROM. I do it without cheating too. That's like what, 2002, 2003? Yeah, truly legendary. Beat without cheats and killed about 9,500 of the monsters, but I did use the 99 weapons replacement. Number 3. Late to my computer for how many features so I can beat it if my PC was faster. Those bad rates obviously don't see the point. It's supposed to be a fat buttload of monsters. It's supposed to be a boring level. It's not supposed to be playable. It's supposed to demonstrate what a bajillion monsters created a big battlefield resulted. I find it very amusing, so it gets my 5. Not for hours after it's awesome. It's so stupid that it was before. It's hard to imagine this is done by the same person who made Equinox. Your first level is a simple box, and you go to several boxes and large rooms, and you build large screens. There can handle as many monsters as you can, hopefully you watch them fight. Start the level, look at the hordes of Hellspawn, punch the air to wake them up, and then watch the check disc after the crash. Oh, I remember using check disc. We've all been there. The trick is to make the level playable on most machines. I agree with using support 8.DEH 6-bit. 100%. Yeah. Little ridiculously difficult and slow. Can't wait for a faster computer so I can run it at a good frame rate. OMG, too many monsters, but let's get better computer. So, This is a crisis before crisis, basically. Though again, it's for the game engine, not your hardware. All I can say is, holy crap, you open this in JDU, it won't even move. I managed to beat it in 30-30 with BMG Goblin. Epic, enough said. Damn, just pick Marine's best friend, a super shotgun and go for it. Perhaps a reject table would help. This level's hilarious but awesome. It still went slow when I used kill monsters. This map is a challenge. Can you beat this level before your computer crashes? No one can do it. It went as slow as hell on my machine. A dual core, but this is epic. Go BPRD. This one's pretty pointless. I only get to the second room. Legendary, best joke, whatever. Love this WAD. Made it to the end. Only 875 cyber dudes left. Accidentally fell into the pit. Let them and died. Legendary WAD. This game is cool. 5 out of 5 for the OMG W2F effect. Epic 4 out of 5. Still in a good way. My computer must think it's vomit. 2 because it projected. The frame rate got low. It's basically the battle of the song. It's a large arena of 5,000 mostly tough monsters, followed by a smaller arena with 2,000 or so cyber demons, dodge trials, a spider mastermind, just on the platform, and can get quite far by doing a running jump and circle the heads of baddies. Remember, each one of those monsters had a mother. Load up this WAD, open a mechanic genocide, and hell spawns on the planet. Only the NASA's computers can hold this one the maximum 10 frames a second. Awful. When all monsters alerted, run with 1 frame a second. It's a big pile of shit. I'm just reading all rapid fire order for the sake of, well, I would say brevity, but this is already 50 minutes long, so I don't think it makes much of a difference at this point. Anyway, I test monsters and weapons during this WAD. 5 out of 5 is legendary. This level is actually more carefully designed than you would imagine at the first glance. For example, the room size is set so you can barely reach the switch to open the floor door until the vulnerability runs off. You get another vulnerability behind that door. Let's talk today. And yes, this level is beatable without any cheats. Good luck with that. To awful crap. Try to convert this level to Doom 3. Good luck. Dude, this one was freaking sweet ass. Was playing Kashmir Led Zeppelin in the background. So that's what I was playing. I knew it was a classic band, but anyway, my computer fucked up because there wasn't enough bytes. But before that happened, I was having a ball. I gave it 5 out of 5 for creativity gameplay, 5 out of 5 for strategy, and 5 out of 5 because I had Kashmir. This was awesome. Legendary, this map drove me absolutely nuts in a sexual way when I wet my pants. Okay. Wow, first my computer always makes Doom 2 real slow because of the sound that I loaded Doom 2 95, which works, and it crashed using Doomsday. It seems to work, but what can I say? I have a Rage Fury graphics card. Okay, let's move forward a little bit. It's these guys' turns to get slaughtered. Jesus Christ. Nearly fucking crashed my computer. Fun though. Wow. I'm not even halfway through the reviews, by the way. Wow, I loaded this on Doom 95, my computer fucked itself sideways. Loaded in Z-Doom and it ran okay, but still choppy. The best technique for this was to punch the air to work the monsters out and rely on infighting. You can also go monster surfing over their heads. Do not go for this in vanilla Doom. Best WAD ever. A lot of monsters, both completable. I did it in minute 14, killing 50% monsters. I used GI Boom. Frame rate is around 3 frames per 7 over the second. It's fun, stupid, and not so bad. Bizarrely, I actually enjoyed this. Giving it 3 stars purely because of that, but don't download so I expect to offer good mapping gameplay. The formula used here is basically to create a gigantic space and inundate it with monsters. That's it. Incidentally, if you don't already know, the author's WAD made Equinox, which also has some large monster counts, but it's one of the best WADs made for Doom. Despite its flaws, it remains my favorite level pack. Okay? Even though it's a shallow Doom level, I'll give it 5 stars, being one of the best damn benchmark tests ever. If you can play this without period crashing, you can play anything Doom has to offer. Well, you know, that's debatable. It honestly depends on what you're running. I like how the Archfiles are trying to, you know, make the Mammoth Tanks crowd surf. See, if this was stupid, I just can't play this beast on J-Doom. I give it... Use Z-Doom or GZ-Doom. God. I give it 2 stars because the author has taken the time to put all the 10,000 plus monsters. But why they gave it 5 stars? They cannot do it easily. They can do it easily. Laughs, I liked it. This WAD I call Massacre fun, but it's making the computer slow. Well, still better than one WAD I saw which uses spawn to create over 10,000 cybers in an area even smaller than this map, and the cybers stack on each other. This is impossible. Even my 8800 GT turns into a slideshow with this. You're telling me I'm using a 960 super clocked. 3GB processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 512MB NVIDIA card, 1.5 frames per second. Stop using slow ports. Core 2 Dua, 3 Hz, GeForce 8800, PR Boot Plus, Comp Level 2, at least 60 frames per second. I kill 5,156 monsters in 2 minutes. Kill all monsters on I'm Too Young to Die Without Any Cheats, just takes time. I'll try it to the next level someday. Fucking epic for the above, it's legendary, then slap difficulty on the end. Wow, I thought Hell Review was hard, these bosses are just insane. I think the monster counts over 10,000, just legendary. So what I'm gonna play, 5 out of 5, always shows nuts 4. Keep up the insane work. Walker, this don't work long. Ha, also kill the first room entirely and pyrokinesize through the other one. It's an actual work of art, I can talk. Blech. A classic, 5 out of 5, OMFG, lag, such terrible frame rate, use GZ zoom and PR boom, can't get GL boom to work. Both lag so badly that it wasn't even fun to play. Can I still... Okay, still... When playing GZ Doom or Skull Tag and setting gamma correction higher and the game crashes, nuts WAD to make a GZ consider crash and have to go to gamma correction on the computer again. This was therefore useful and deserves 5 stars. Whoever added this to the top 10 infamous WADs is a moron. Pretty much had to play as a Z-Doom. By default, Z-Doom gets rid of the infinitely tall monsters, probably this little breeze. Your computer's processing clock rate must be at least 1 terahertz, video card shaders 10 gigahertz, and its memory core clock 5 gigahertz. That is possible these days. The memory core clock anyway. A mega nuts WAD, that would be epically silly and so awesome. A lot of all WADs, I did it, I killed all but one monster, took a chain gun, a blue sphere, a Terminator sphere, a spread rune, a BFG oh, he's playing. Good God. SV Fast Weapons 2, SV Ammo 1, SV BFG Free 1, a BFG 9000, and the ability to get all this with one key press. I had to take it GL mode for the sake of frame rates, but I won. That was hard. I made it 8 minutes later, wading through crawl graphics. Classic, Hamman, 5 out of 5. At the first one I was like, what the fuck? Not the tears, how the hell was I supposed to kill every one of them? I fired a shot, moved back against the wall a couple times, took the invincibility right across the field of monsters and far into the map and started killing monsters and circling around them using their fire on themselves. I did it, fucking did it, what now? Oh, look, the switch and fuck. So I'm gonna try this with the new Annihilator weapon WAD. You suck, epic 5 stars. This lags on a Vista, nice job creating the hardest level ever. Has anyone actually been able to play this WAD without lagging like crap? If it didn't lag, it might have been enjoyable. Use PR boom with modern dual-core CPU. Roasted GL boom with comp level 9. Apart from a slight dip when facing the initial horde, the game frame is fantastic. Throughout about 25 frames, and this is without dual core. It takes too long. 90% kills in under 6 minutes. Requires some infighting in the first room. Then stand the corner and pull the cyber swarm to the right. Stack greater chance of squeezing past the greatest orgy mode in the Marine, apart from the third, of course. This would be great for benchmark testing or weapon mod testing. Meh, that means more monsters, 3 out of 5. Because it's fun to turn on IDDQB and receive hundreds of cyber demon missiles per second. Amazing, if only we're more on Z-Doom. Awful WAD, but good for testing my new computer's limits. Bugs, use boom, there won't be any. This whole level is one big bug. The ID is good though. Okay. Holy hell, it's terrifying seeing all those beeps. Holy crap, it's hard. Cool WAD, but it's too easy. Just get BFG, go left, pick up invulnerability. Wall run, shooting BFG, go to exit. Too easy. A simple, slightly interesting concept. The best thing is the music though. That's the best MIDI version I've ever heard of that song. I can sum this WAD I can sum this WAD up in one word: lag. Yes, it runs until you punch. I played this over for 5 minutes, then I went to the street and I was totally shocked. I mean, holy cow, everything's moving so fast. This map will only get better with time as computers evolve and become more powerful. I don't know why this WAD changed me so. But every time I play it, I want a better computer. I'm just gonna fire a nuke. Good God. Every time I play, I want a better computer. This WAD makes me strive for a better computer just so I can see what it would be like if I had perfect frame with all 1,000 or 10,617 peeps attacking me. God, it went so fucking slow for me to make monsters. All this may not use its own base mode. G's BPRD, that explains a lot. Great map, use PR boom, normal, GL mode, it runs smooth. It's hardware. Keep in mind, I'm reading these reviews on my tablet. And yeah, valid sound finishes, I don't know what that's about. Lol, that we tried to convince this level was serious. Creator made this level as a test upload. We weren't sure if WAD files could be uploaded properly. How is it that people think this level's hard? I completed it under a minute before. I only have video proof of 105 though. After having this WAD just sitting on my computer, I finally decided to try and figure out a way to beat it without the help of walking on the monster's heads. Previous players were trying to reinvent the wheel. There are demos from years ago, reaching the exit boom vanilla in not much more than half a minute, at least as the game engine. it's time. Take a look at the DSTA table. Funny thing is, I actually beat this and killed every enemy. It wasn't easy though, and it took lots and lots of patience. Great mod. This seems more of a challenge than a novelty, as it isn't as piss easy as Nuts 2, nor as ludicrously difficult and engine stopping as Nuts 3. As if this was enough. Bravo for being balanced for a Nuts series level anyway. 4 to 5. I use it for testing weapons, and it covers all ranges from dinky to oh my fucking god, did that just one-shot every cyber doom in the map at the same time? Hey, that's worth something. Oh, the guy above me, it's alright though. Worth watching Doom at about 1 frame per second, 4 out of 5. Ridiculous, 0 out of 5. Good mod, guy. I'm trying to port it to Z-Doom. Play this with AEOD and nothing will handle without having the PC shitting itself legendary. Amazing how even today, with computers that can stand up to the graphics of modern games, this map still gets to be infamous for bringing nearly any computer to its knees, all while using a game that can normally be handled even by the cheapest of laptops. Can it run Crysis? Sure. Can it run nuts.wad? How's about starting the map in no target mode first? That's what I'm doing. Okay, lag on my CPU, just built a new computer with the latest and fastest CPU in the market. Time to tell it who's boss. Might be able to run Crysis full speed with my settings, but give it nuts.wad and it will crap itself, curl up in a ball, and die. I won't be surprised if that happens to Proteus one of these days. It will be great in 2050 when Skynet can run at 30 frames per second. At the moment, my rig took itself. Stupid, it was stupid forever. Nuts.wad plus Boodle Doom. Enough said. PR Boom plus pretty much makes this run fine on modern CPUs. Boom is a piece of shit. Also this WAD. I love it. Doom's close to unplayable on GZ Doom with a computer that can run Crysis. It can be beat, but it requires a ludicrous amount of luck and timing to beat it. It's good for a cheap laugh and odd challenge. How close can you get to the exit before you alert so many monsters that your computer conks out on you or you die? It's fun if you don't take it seriously or a prank, but it's pretty cool using normal level design sensibilities. Jesus Christ, this video's like over an hour long. I don't care at this point. Freaking epic, but I don't think old computer will like this shit. I think my poor old Athlon 2x2 died playing this. It's over 9,000! Monsters. Epicness. It's 2012, and with a quad-core i5 2500K, I can finally play this at a decent speed. Well, I'm playing this on a 6600K overclocked, and it's not doing very well, honestly. Only took 11 years. You fight 10,000 baddies in a pair of big square rooms. Albeit, after the first few minutes, you only really fight 1,000 of them, and you don't fight them at all. You alert them and run away. Be sure to disable actors or infinitely tall. Also, turn the sound down when you get over to the second room. I get to review this again? 2012 and still can't run this without FPS drop. Fuck yeah, it was awesome. From YouTube, the people who made the videos of nuts.wad makes this game lag. Anyways, 5 out of 5. This clusterfuck of monsters everywhere gets 4 stars. UAC ran heavy ACS scripting, humor, and boss battles gets 2 stars. Okay. Running a Core i5 2500K with GTS? I think it means GTX, I'm not sure. With GTX 560 Ti and 16GB of RAM, engine is GZ Doom, there are still massive frame rate drops. I tried combining this Blue Doom, it's completely unplayable. Yeah, you're telling me. It's pretty fun to play, to be honest. 3 out of 5. It would have been at least better to make an actual map with all the monsters rather than 2 giant rooms. Seriously, this is ridiculous. I mean, you could beat it if you have Z-Doom and 2 SV fast weapons 5 on the console. Absolute garbage. Good mod. Took me 20 minutes to get through and crashed. And caused me to lag at the start when the monsters started firing. Insanity. But good on a rainy day. So how many monsters are dead so far? Let me check real quick. I can't see because of the warning. Which is there. Okay, what was that? I could barely see it. I think it said 9,000. Yeah. Good mod. Okay, anyone could do this. Make 2 giant and flat rooms. One of them having a shitload of enemies, a pillar of ammo, backpack, plasma weaponry, and like 10 invulnerability spheres, and the other room having enough cyber units to make this simply impossible to get 100% kills without cheating. An exit switch, and place 2 torches near it. It's barely playable since the number of monsters makes extremely, and the design is horrifying. I would give it a 1 out of 5, but since I love Slaughter Max, I'll give it 2 out of 5. Don't Don't think only Boom or the new Doom engines work. It also works on Vanilla Doom 2. I'm serious. Ran that on my 46 DX2. 1 FPS like Crawl, and with about most sprites in that. DOS Boom just faster than the original 2 to 3 times, and works on 46 as well. Awesome. The ultimate benchmark make you run 10 instances of Crysis at maximum edited values, and still not run this above 10 FPS. Again, this is before we realize it's game engine limitations, not hardware limitations. It's not. Good God. The amount of tanks are still going, by the way. Its infamous nature makes me want to give it 5 stars, but it sucks. Makes me want to. But it suck. Makes me want to give 1, so I subtracted the 2. 4 stars. Best joke, whatever. 10 out of 10 would play again. Try used to kill monsters, cheat, and watch what happens. PR Broom was absolutely fine whilst using my tin can. Such infamy, such chaos, such epicness. And of course, Kashmir by Led Zeppelin rocks too. Okay. Muy bueno. Hey guys, I just made my first level. It's a great one, I think, but I can't run it on my mini laptop. Yes, well, Doom is not harmful, I think. So 4 to 5, and yeah, people, please try typing SV Fast Weapons 2 and SV of an ammo to true. Means you have to type SV in ammo 2. It will make the weapons way faster and infinite, so it'll be fun. This cheat makes normal maps of Doom be very easy, so why not try it on this cool wad? And sorry for bad English, and you can call me Tassadar, by the way. It was okay, although it started to freeze up, but then everything went back to normal. Also, there should have been more weapons. Fucking piece of shit, it almost crashed my computer. 0 stars, fuck whoever made this. Run it with PR Boom for a better frame rate. Awesome, 5 out of 5. It took me almost 2 hours to kill all the demons. A funny wad, 5 out of 5. Better benchmark than Crysis. Funny to sweep a Russian Overkill, drab, and insanely off-the-wall levels, difficult otherwise. I swear I'm getting spoiled playing nuts with this mod, but I digress. Pretty fun if you know... Core i5 was only average 40 frames per second in a battle in this wad. I call BS on that. Best combination with Brutal Doom. I think I meant combination. No balance, no details. Some people get horrible lag too. I do in the second part. One of the greats. I enjoyed it. Watch this. This guy beat 10,617 monsters and put a URL to a video. Even on my brand new computer, I got like 7 frames per second. Console type kill monsters to see the show. No name cheater. But when I be able to run it on my old 4086 DX266 and it's 8 megabytes of RAM, or I need to upgrade the memory or overclock it some. Stupid wad. I still have about 470 units to go when I ran out of ammo, so basically it's impossible to beat this without cheating. If I had a lot more ammo, and if I put a lot more thought into this map, it could actually be fun to try to beat this map. It even cleared on version 2. I did it in 5 minutes. Is this still... Jesus Christ. Yeah. A very delicious 0.5 frames per second slide. You also play a Brutal Doom to create Brutal Nuts. It has a nice ring to the name. Level consisting of only 2 rooms with a total of 10,000 monsters and a lot of invulnerability power-ups. No 5, but it gives me the very strong impression of a more or less autistic 12-year-old schoolboy just tries to impress its friends. The only interesting aspect about it is the amount of plain stupid fanboy ratings clearly shows that Doom will definitely needs to be split in an adult part and a child part. 0 out of 5, obviously. Holy shit, holy fucking shit, holy motherfucking grublord of all shits. It's insane, but it's motherfucking amazing for great justice. Putting all these monsters must have took years. 1 out of 5 for effort. Evidently, there's people giving negative reviews for this miss the fact this is a joke wad. 5 stars while I'm blissfully waiting for a piece of tech that will allow me to run this absolutely insane piece of Doom history. This is the greatest wad ever. No, 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 and no, it plain sucked. I run as a 60 plus FPS on PR Boom, not even impossible to complete either. This is worse than lots of imps for Doom 3. Even my Alienware computer 5.5 gigahertz can't run this. I'm nearly done with the reviews here. Legendary map, what the heck, lives up to its name, kill monsters, rip headphone users. Thanks for proving once more that Alienware sucks ass. A classic wad never will get old. The legend is on. 10 out of 10 made our CPUs burn, but play again. Well, a Core i3 4005U and Radeon R5 230 made 11 frames per second and Doom Retro. By the way, is this even complete without cheating? Made my GTX 650 lag. Alright, it's a home stretch now. A masterpiece, the general's an asshole. Earth-shattering, groundbreaking, cutting edge are all terms not to be used in describing this wad. Hilarious, however. 4 stars for making me laugh. Basically just giant arenas with enormous amounts of monsters. I rush and overkill the mix, and you'll annihilate them pretty quickly. A times classic, never gets boring, a very infamous WAD, and it makes my PC like to hell when I fire the BFG, barring that it is a great WAD, very cathartic. Also, playing this with Brutal Doom makes it even better. And last, review. Tried running this on my phone with the DGIES app. My phone froze a black screen app. Don't try this at home, kids. Alright. I think it's time we, exited. Jesus motherfucking Christ. I only got 89% kills. After all that.
I could aim.
Oh, finally, playable frame rates. Look at this. Oh my god, 60 frames per second. Holy shit. Holy shit. Everything's so fast now. Oh my god, I feel like I'm playing Doom 4 again. Anyway, joking aside, that was nuts.wad. I'm surprised it didn't crash my computer. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, this is more of me goofing around for once, you know, just trying out these WADs that I'm curious about, seeing if they even run. Because again, I never played Nuts before. I've heard of it for years. I've seen people play it, but I never actually played it myself. And now, I'm kind of glad I did. If only for the novelty of it, not so much can this run, which, as I said multiple times, as somebody pointed out, it's not your hardware, it's the limitations of the game engine. So there you go. Hey, whew, this is going to take forever to process, and even longer to upload. So yeah, it'll probably be uploaded tomorrow. I will have another video up or two by then, but anyway. So yeah, Hell Arena was the first WAD on this video, which is like, what, 10 minutes? And yeah, yeah, it's a terrible WAD, but it runs, at least. You don't need a NASA supercomputer to play it. Was nuts, you know. You could have a NASA supercomputer, but it wouldn't make much of a difference, honestly. Oh boy, that was quite an experience. I'm not going to lie. Quite an experience, and I'm probably not going to play Nuts again. Just plain and simple, I'm not going to play it again. Because, you know, again, it doesn't matter what kind of rig I have, it's going to lag it to shit. Anyway, this is episode 60 of Brutal Russian Overkill. Hopefully the next squad I play will be a little more frame rate friendly. Let's just say that. Anyway, this an hour and 12 minutes, probably my longest video yet. Oh boy, what an experience. Anyway, this is episode 60 of BRO, and this is Unforgiven Caleb signing out. If you excuse me, I need to find a WAD that's more playable than this.